Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the discussion about who should be the majority in the National Assembly and who should be the minority is still going on. And looking at this debate, there is something that ODM might be looking for, because we see the Kenya Kwanza, there is feeling that the ruling has been bypassed with events or time. That now Kenya Kwanza, having been serving that capacity for more than 2 years, already if there are people who had gave notice of joining a new coalition, then they are already in that other side. But when you look at this discussion, there are individuals who are being targeted here. And I have been listening very carefully to the argument from Honorable Otiende Amolo, the Rarieda Member of Parliament. When you listen to Otiende Amolo, his focus is not even on the speaker. And by the way, the speaker can be spared if he resign from the leadership of Ford Kenya Party. He can be spared because he was voted for by the same members of parliament. But someone like Kimani Ichungwa, according to Rareda MP, Kimani Ichungwa must vacate his office for Junet Mohammed, such that the minority leader will become the majority leader. And in that, you will be respecting the court order. According to the court order, the Speaker's decision to declare Kenya Kwanza as the majority party in the National Assembly is null and void. So what does that one mean? Let the right occupant be on that seat. The person who has been targeted here largely is Kimani Ichungwa. And the question is William Ruto and the ODM side using this opportunity to show some of the leaders from Mount Kenya region the door, like Kimani Ichungwa? ODM might be here demanding for more because just in case Raila Odinga will win the AUC seat, these guys might work as a coalition. But I see ODM advancing that appetite for demanding for more as early as this. And the targeted person here is a foot soldier of none other than William Ruto, Kimani Ichungwa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for starters, and because not all members have read the judgment, allow me to read 3 paragraphs so that people are in tandem. Paragraph 504. We thus hold and find that the simultaneous holding of the position of Speaker with that of the leader of political party and the leadership positions in the ruling political coalition, as in the case with the current National Assembly, and the concluding part is this dual role is therefore unlawful and unconstitutional. Mr. Speaker, that is paragraph 504. They continue in 505. We hold that the Speaker was elected in accordance with Article 106 of the Standing Orders. The fact that he was a party leader at the time of his election could not invalidate his election. However, for the reason we have given, his position as the leader of Ford Kenya or the leader of any other political office for that matter became untenable and inconsequential the moment he assumed the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly. He could not, and he has no capacity to perform any other functions as a leader of a political party or a political organ as long as he is the Speaker of the National Assembly. I've referred to 2 paragraphs, 504 and 505. That is on the whether the court expressly found the 2 offices untenable. and I will be making a concession separately. Now, 508, and this is important because I think we are debating in ignorance, Mr. Speaker. 508, it is hereby declared that the question as to which party or coalition of parties is a majority in the National Assembly in the 13th Parliament was determined by the sovereign will of the Kenyan voters during the 9th August 2022 general election. It continues, Roman 2, it is hereby declared that the Honorable Speaker's ruling on determination contained in his communication of 6th October is null and void. Roman 3, it is hereby declared that the Honorable Speaker's ruling on determination, blah, 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 on the minority, again, is null and void. And finally, an order of certiorari is hereby issued quashing the Speaker's ruling. Let me now make my submission, Mr. Speaker. First of all, this matter did not go to court in vain. The contestation, Mr. Speaker, was your considered ruling of 6th of October. Once that ruling is quashed, you cannot then, Mr. Speaker, with due respect, come and say that no decision has been made. The consequences are two. One, the leader of minority becomes the leader of majority by operation of law, even if you do nothing else. But in this case, we have gone further. And under Standing Order 19A, Standing Order 3, it
I'll add you 1 minute. 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, under 19A is very clear. The majority party whip shall communicate the name of the members elected under paragraph 1 to the Speaker in writing. And that was already done by the Honorable Millie Mabona. That settles that case. Mr. Speaker, the only way we can start debating whether this decision quashes and changes the position of majority and minority is if we want to practice impunity. Mr. Speaker, and I agree with your observations, it is not in this forum to question the reasoning in the judgment. That must be questioned elsewhere. The only issue is it the finding of the court? And it is. And if we are to be a country that practices the rule of law, let it be appealed. But until then, let it be implemented. Let the Honorable Junaid Mohammed be the majority leader. And it does not matter whether you are in government or not, because we are not debating who's in government and who's not. We are not debating the reasoning. Mr. Speaker, we are not even debating your election because we all participated. Some of us who are not in the other party still voted for you. So,
Mlemba.
Now, Otiende Amolo is very clear. This matter did not go in court just in vain. There was something that Azimio was looking at, and they were feeling that someone is definitely shortchanging them. That's the reason why it went to court. So if there is issue of compensation or what, they must be served. And so the only way for Kimani Ichungwa to continue serving that capacity is to appeal the decision from the High Court. Iende kwa Court of Appeal, and from Court of Appeal again they can have a chance also to appeal in the Supreme Court. So the only way to sustain himself in that position is protesting and appealing that ruling. Because according to Otiende Amolo, which is very true also, the order issued by the court is now quashing the Speaker's ruling. So what next? Everyone should be in their position. What is their target? Not even Wetangula's position. The ODM is not interested in that. What they are interested in is this issue of minority leader and majority leader, Kimani Ichungwa. At one point, I saw Kimani Ichungwa so much angry that someone was breaking law, Peter Selassie, by live streaming the event. And Peter Selassie was actually dragging Kimani Ichungwa's name that we have to send him away. He legally occupied an office that he was not supposed to occupy. Why should they continue to occupy that office? So the scheme here is for ODM to push for more chances. saying that even if they will not be given this position of majority leader, at least there is something they can, coerce them with, or pay nafasi zingine, either in the cabinet or elsewhere. Or if not, Kimani Ichungwa must be reduced to a minority leader, and Junet Mohammed be elevated to the majority leader. Apeperushe na bendera ya majority leader. So that's the kind of argument that we are seeing ODM trying to make here. So Kimani Ichungwa, how safe is your position? Now ODM is demanding for that which belongs to them. Will Ruto play into this game and betray Kimani Ichungwa in the interest of ODM? Definitely, there can be such a possibility, because you will weigh and see what will Kimani Ichungwa bring on table in 2027 and what is ODM likely to bring on table in that election year. Based on that, you can easily dismiss Kimani Ichungwa and embrace what ODM is saying. This is just politics. I don't know your views, but let us know in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.